Hey guys, this is SoulRack333, and what is this monstrosity that I have here? I have an army of Jar Jar Binks, and I already turned one of my Jar Jars into a Darth Jar Jar, and the other one will be regular Jar Jar. And then I saw a whole bunch of Jar Jars on clearance at Target for $8, and I got one to customize or do whatever, I don't know. And then I stashed one just in case I wanted another one, and good thing I did, because when I came back the same day, all of the Jar Jars were gone. And so I grabbed the one I stashed and bought it, so now I have a spare. And so I do have plans for at least one of these, and you will see what it is. Oh, Jar Jar, what's gonna happen to you, Jar Jar? Yeah, Jar Jar. Oh, Jar Jar. Oh, man. And Jar Jar has not had a good day at all. His eye has been removed, which he is holding in his hand. His right ear has been shredded up. He has a scar below his eye. A scar going across his left cheek below his nostril, down the length of his neck, onto his shoulder and bicep. No, he has not had a good day. A little bit of his left ear has been cut, but he does have a new wardrobe. Now, this manned him up a little bit. Yeah, a little mustache going on there, made from the flesh of his ears. Now, what I have going on here is Kleef. I'm going to turn Jar Jar into Kleef from the Force Unleashed game. I think this is the best gun we have ever seen. He's scary. He is intimidating. I love the way he speaks, even with that stupid gun accent. The way he speaks just sounds intimidating. I just love how he tells Starskiller, "Yousa gonna die." So yeah. Now, some new stuff going on here. Other than the modifications I've done, I've actually tried some sculpting. This is the first time I've tried that. And this is not the clay, but foam. I got my hands on some Flomo, and I guess this is used for cosplaying. I don't do that, but I've been watching some really cool cosplaying videos on people making their own costumes. And it was a YouTube channel from Kamui Cosplay, and she does amazing work. My God! But the thing that really stuck with me was the clay she used. It's like foam clay. It's easy to work with, but you know, this is the first time I'm doing it, so I can't do anything anywhere near that she can. But I thought I would, you know, create little armor pieces for his shins, little thing on his hand and shoulder, and then, you know, create his little skirt with pouches. So I just rolled them up like sausages, flattened them up, and then wrapped it around his you know, skirt thingy. Did multiple layers, and it kind of looks like the reference photo. Like I said, it's the first time I'm doing this, and I do have other ideas to finish it off, but there he is. And let's see what he looks like next. And this is what he looks like next. There he is, Kleef from the Force Unleashed video game, all finished, looking awesome. I'm very proud of this. Just to recap on what I did, the first thing was I ripped his eyeball, which he is now holding in his right hand. And this is what he looks like next. So there he is, Kleef from the Force Unleashed video game, looking badass. I am very proud of this. There's a lot of new stuff that I've done on this custom that I've never done before, so that's pretty cool. And just to recap, the first thing I did was remove his eyeball, which he is now holding in his right hand right there, maybe for good luck. Then the next thing I did was I shredded up his left ear, and I actually used some of that plastic to create his little gun mustache. Scarred up his left nostril, his right cheek below the eye, and a little bit on his left shoulder. After that, I used the foam clay to create the armor pieces on his shins, hand, and shoulder. I even used it to create the little grenades, his skirt piece with the belts and pouches. I also used it to create this long sword. And then after that, I used this medical tape that I cut up and wrapped around his forearms, and this piece here, and this piece of fabric going down his body. Then I just stapled his left ear, and then just painted the whole thing up like I normally do. So yeah, this is awesome. The first time I'm sculpting, so might be a little rough, but I think it's okay. As for the clay, it's basically foam when it dries. The texture feels like silly putty, and you can mold it like clay. I did two versions of that pouch. This is actually the first one. I thought I can do it better by actually creating each little piece and then putting it together. This one was one piece that I then carved with an X-Acto knife. When I painted it, I think that actually came out looking better. This wound up looking like a kindergarten project. I did cut it to see what it looks like inside, and oh, that might be an idea. Get the pieces and then cut them up and do something with that. So yeah, that's everything that I did with this guy. You can see a before and after. So yeah, they look like completely different characters now. And then this guy does not approve of Kleef's ways. I don't know what these guys are doing. This one just want to make sure he's protected. I think this guy's got to put a stop to all this nonsense. Kleef and Darth Jar Jar. So, there he is. My Force Unleashed Kleef. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yousa gonna die.